It's Nifty 23,652. We've got the Sensex, which is starting at 78,240. That's about a 0.25% higher. So actually, it's a decent start this morning. But in about an hour's time, we'll hear from the RBI. We won't hear from the. We actually will hear from the RBI as well. There'll be the decision, and then of course the governor will read out that prepared statement, and of course Q&A later. So in that sense, the session is interrupted by an important event. Bank Nifty is up about 60 points. That's about 0.12% higher. The IT index is starting about a 0.25% lower. But all told, I mean, it's a flattish start, and why not with that RBI bang in the middle of trade. I think it's all about stocks, and I think Sonata we should look at straight up. Surabhi.
Absolutely, it's down 13.5% because the pain that we've seen in Q3 that could extend. The margin pressure could also extend in the fourth quarter. So, and there's PG Electroplast on the other side. We called out the stock right at the start when we were chatting about the Qs today. One of the best reactions that we've seen on earnings, very solid numbers. So PG is up, Sonata is down. On the Nifty, let's go through the earnings reactions as well. Bharti Airtel's numbers are being very well received and a very solid performance by the company in Q3, 2.5% up. Britannia is also getting a thumbs up from the market, about 1% up there. Hero Motor was a steady showing, so about 1% up there as well. Pull up ITC. ITC is muddling along, just like the numbers, because the performance was mixed. So is the stock price this morning. Let's look at what's happening to Trent after yesterday's major drubbing. It's trying to find some stability. 0.5% of a gain on Trent, at least at this point in time. Now that the earnings reactions are out of the way, just a quick look beyond Shriram Finance, UltraTech Cement, M&M, Apollo Hospitals, and Tata Steel. These are some of the stocks on the way up. On the way down, there's Lever, there's Reliance, there's SBI, very, very flat trends, TCS, Titan, Wipro. So it's very mixed on the Nifty with no clear directional, sectoral bias at least.
Well, that's right. Surabhi, and just a few more stocks to bring to your attention. Sonata was one that you pointed out. Bikaji is down close to around 10%. So big down move is what we're seeing on that one. NCC is another one that's taken a hard knock, in just the first couple of minutes. And the volumes are very, very large. So just keep an eye on that. Avalon Tech, the numbers look quite good. Well, that stock yesterday was up close to around 5%. Today, it's building onto the gains a little bit because yesterday it went into that circuit. KPIK Green, another good set of numbers. What we saw, the stock has had half from the top. That one is bouncing back in today's trading session. Sagility, another stock that's up close to around 4.5%, and volumes rather large on that one. And Invero Infra as well, that one as well, mildly higher in today's trading session. So it's a flattish start to trade. We started off with the green, but now we're more or less flattish. I think the markets will wait for a cue from the RBI governor and then chart their course from there on. Remember, big cues coming up. RBI governor, you have the jobs report later this evening, and then over the weekend, you have the Delhi state election results. So plenty of cues in the next 48 hours.
Absolutely. And let's just look at the market open on your screens now. So absolutely nothing on it. 15 points lower is what we have. I think we've mentioned the big volume-led moves. NCC, Power Grid, PI Industries, Sonata. That's about it. Maybe you can throw in a Manappuram there as well, which is down about 2%. Bikaji, I don't know if you guys mentioned, Bikaji is down 10%.
Yes.
659 on Bikaji, so that's a smackdown. GAIL, Cochin Shipyard, ONGC, these are all sort of oil and gas PSU names, but they're all down 4%. I'm not sure if there's anything. BEML is down about 3% as well, but BEML reported numbers recently. Not very much by way of volumes here, but they are down 3-4%, which is unusual, right at the word go. So just mentioning that here. And of course, I mean, there is stuff coming up, newer stuff coming up on the upside as well. Sagility is something which is up about 4%. And Solar Industries, big orders last couple of days, 2% higher, and so on and so forth.